Hi all, just a quick video on the latest event in the world of Dofus, and this is actually a big one. So Ankama announced the next event for Dofus Retro, and this time it will include the Mono servers as well. From 3 PM December 31st through 10 AM January 4th, everyone will be able to enjoy a 50% bonus on drops, combat experience and professions experience. Important thing to note is that the bonus is not applicable to arena fights as usual, so don't count on any extra experience or drops doing souls. This is the first of such events with bonus experience for the Dofus Retro Mono servers. Regular Dofus and Dofus Retro servers had a double XP weekend following Dofus' 16th anniversary at the end of September, but that was not applied to Retro servers because of them just being launched, which at the time would have had a serious impact on the economy. Mono servers did have a couple of dungeon farmer events though, Wabbit and Coolidge, and even a dungeon rusher event with free entrance to all dungeons for a limited time. But now, after 3 full months of the Mono servers being out, we are finally getting a bonus XP and drop event. Now the question is how to best utilize these couple of days to level up your character and professions, or hunt for drops, resources and gear materials. Here's my thoughts, and I broke this down into 3 categories. First one is purely for character experience, second is both for character experience and drops, and the third is for drops only and kama making. So let's start with the character experience, and this one is a no-brainer. The absolute best XP per minute ratio is in Black-Red dungeon, of course, and this dungeon has been crowded ever since the first teams were able to complete it. This event will only further increase the number of people there, so joining a group will definitely be easy. A small tip is don't ever pay for those runs, as some people will either charge you money or your drops in return for them taking you into the dungeon. There's plenty of teams running around and doing it for free, as they need lower levels to meet the level caps for the highest experience netting rooms inside the dungeon. The second option, but a less efficient one, is the good old Blop dungeon, which is still nice for lower levels, but due to the sheer number of people running Black Rat, I would not suggest doing it. Just open the recruitment channel in your chat while in Brakmar, and dozens of people will be recruiting for sure. For some specific classes, such as Sadidas, who have their own farming spots like Cave Gobbles, this might not be the best bet. However, I've never gone that route, but here's an example how Black Rat entrance is already looking like, and it's going to get even more crowded in the evening, and the following days of course. For the combination of character experience and good drops, several dungeons come to mind. Soft Oak is definitely one with one of the highest demanding boss drops in the game at the moment, those being Buds and Barks, which both sell for a decent price and very fast. Dark Trichnids drop their Buds and Ambers, which are also in high demand, for Ancestral and Soft Oak set parts. These mobs are considered mid to high level, so it is a good combination of experience and drops. And of course, let's not forget the Turk Dofus, which is at around 3 to 12 million kamas right now, depending on its stats. Next dungeon is Burb's Gully, which is the third one in the Otomai dungeon series. To get to it, you need a key, which is a reward from Otomai's Ark, and to get to Otomai's Ark, you need to finish Grotto Hesk, so it's like a chain of dungeons. The latter is a fairly easy one, and the Ark poses a mild challenge, but can drop a valuable Gurlo explosive powder from its boss. Burb's dungeon is pretty straightforward until the last room, which will require some tactics, but rewards plenty of XP, and it was actually one of the most popular dungeons during the Dungeon Rusher event. Nearly all drops from Otomai sell quickly, and some like Main in Bloom are always in high demand due to some very popular recipes using it. The last one in this category is Kennedy Dungeon, or commonly known as Moolwolf Dungeon due to the boss's name. It is highly profitable if you have a hunter on your character, which can gather meat from canis and wolves. The boss drops a very valuable fabric and some other materials like Bullwolf tails, which are always in high demand as they're used for scrolling characteristics. Canis were actually the go-to leveling area during the first couple of weeks on the server, and the boss provides plenty of experience, so this one is always a good choice. Now let's briefly cover the drops and kama making techniques, as this is a topic which can be discussed for hours, but here are some of my top picks on how to best use this event. If you're an Enotroph, you already don't have any problems with drops, but here are some areas that everyone can benefit from, even those who have low prospecting. Aside the already mentioned dungeons in the previous category, you can continue to go to Blacksmith Dungeon for increased chance of dropping stones, alloys, as well as profession scrolls, Miner and Lumberjack being the most valuable ones. If by any chance you're a hunter and can deal solid damage, go for Canis and Crocodiles. Not only will your hunter level skyrocket, but if you don't need their meat, those sell for 100,000 per stack of 100. Furthermore, keys for popular dungeons will be in high demand, especially Black Rat, Soft Oak and Burb Gully, so if you don't need those, just sell them. For example, Burb keys were about 5,000 yesterday, whereas they're at 15,000 at the moment. For some very easy kama making, you can spam Gobble Dungeon for even more popular drops such as wools and leathers. For example, Warchief wools went up to 12,000 at one point, and Warchief leathers tipped at 10,000 from previous 3,000 per 100. Rider nails are still used for scrolling and already have a good drop rate, so this would only speed up their farming even more. We already talked about Trichnids and their ambers and buds, which sell pretty fast and quite nicely, and I'm sure there's plenty of other ways to increase your income in game. If you have any other suggestions or advice, be sure to leave them in the comments below. Oh, and last and not least, the Dragon Pig dungeon. It is perfect if you have a maxed hunter profession. Boss will drop valuable meat, and there's also a chance for that Turk Dofus, which gives critical hits, just like in Soft Oak. But Dragon Pig is a much faster and easier dungeon. Okay, that will do it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Have a great time during this event, and I wish you all a happy new year.